So nice easy combo comparatively. You're just going to come in and you're going to jab. But when you jab, normally when we jab, we're going to head for the chin. Okay. Most people head for the nose in sparring. Probably heading for the nose in sparring is that's where the hand is. Okay. So when people are sort of moving about and they're defending their nose because that's what they're worried about. They leave their chin unguarded. Okay. So even in these tight sort of guards like this, as you can see, if you're going to try for my nose, I'm just going to get my hand in front, but my chin's unguarded. Okay, so when we jab normally, we jab at chin height and we go here. Okay, and we try and put those two knuckles on the chin because that was what's going to knock them out. For this one, we're going to go high for the jab. Okay, so we're going to jab high up here, right on the forehead. And the reason we're jabbing to the forehead is we want their hands to go up. Okay, so nice and slow, we're going to go jab to the forehead. So you can see my jab normally down here, or even here, it's going to be up. Jab to the forehead, and then I'm going to step through and do the uppercut. Okay? I'll stand a bit further back for this. Jab to the forehead, step through with the uppercut, and then I'm going to step to the side with a big hook. Okay? This is for someone who runs every time you hit them. Okay? We've all been against people who you throw out the jab and they're over here. You know, you touch them and they're gone. Okay? This is why we're doing the step through. The step through covers a lot of distance, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to throw out a high shot so that they go here, they pull their head back and they step back, okay? Throw out that high shot. We're going to follow them in and we're going to throw the uppercut right up the center. It'll be back so you guys can see. And then, rather than trying to switch back into orthodox stance to do the cross, we're going to step across them and we're going to throw the hook, okay? The reason we're stepping across them is effectively now this is my backhand, which means I can do a hard hook to the body or to the face if I can cut that angle and I can throw my whole body weight behind it, okay? I just want to pop their head up, which is going to keep them in one position long enough for me to hit, okay? So I'm going to start all the way back here because it covers a bit of distance. If you're doing this in a small space, which a lot of you are, you can do it all in a small space, okay? I'm going to do it in one square just to show you, okay? So I'm going to throw that out high. I'm going to cover the distance, and then I'm going to step to the other side of the square. All I've done, because I'm in a small space, is after I've thrown that jab, I've stepped and put that other leg back rather than bringing it forward, okay? So I've stepped to the edge of my square, thrown my hit, step to the edge of the square, put that back, then thrown my hit, step to the other side of the square, and thrown the hook. Okay, so you can do this in a small space. Normally, of course, I'd be covering as much distance as possible. So I'd be right at the back here. I'd throw this, I'd step through, do that, and then I'd be right at the edge of my pond about to fall in, and I'd do my hook. Okay, so we're just going to do it there. Obviously, judge your distance. 5 with me, 5 without me. Okay, so step in. So number 1, we're going to step in, do a high jab. Then we're going to bring this back leg up. We're going to pop the hook in right through the middle. Okay? Once you've got the hook, we're going to step off. We're going to throw this hook. Uppercut hook. I call them L's too much, I forget what they're called. Number 2. 1, 2, 3. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Number 4, 1, 2, 3. Number 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay? I'm going to see you do 5 without me. If I can find a gallery view again. So, 1, jab, uppercut, hook. Good. 2, jab, uppercut, 2. Good. Remember, guys, the uppercut still needs to go through the center because that's where the hole is. So when I do the uppercut, I'm here, and when I step through straight, and I bring my whole body around. So look, now I'm on the blade again. I started on a blade, I moved forward on a blade, I swapped to the alternate blade, and then I open my stance out and hit. Okay? You don't want to be in an open stance when you throw this one. So, number number three, potentially. Good, that's it. And you can see the secret to success with this one is being able to go from left stance through to right stance, through to an open stance. Okay, so that's the steps are more important than the actual punches. Step, step, step. Okay, number 4. 1, 2, 3. Good. Number 5. Good. Nice one, guys. So, why am I showing you this one specifically? We're going to do some sort of Muay Thai style entries, okay? So, the way people enter in Muay Thai is slightly different. In boxing, you enter with a lot of head movement and your legs tend to be quite wide, okay? You can't really do that in Muay Thai because they kick so hard that if you've got your leg out here and I'm heavy on the front leg and they kick that, that's my leg gone, yeah? They kick the calf and I'm going to fly off this way. They kick the outside, it's going to go this way. I'm going to drop on my face, okay? So the way you enter in Muay Thai is you're constantly thinking about the leg kicks. Now what they don't have in Muay Thai very often is long punches, okay? So in boxing, you've got lots of different types of jabs. You've got like this straight left, which is powerful. You've got like this flicking jab. You've got like this sort of Cuban jab that goes up quickly. They don't do that in Muay Thai. They maintain a 50-50 stance and they march in and they hit, hit, kick. That's kind of the general rhythm, okay? Now we're not going to do it like that because we've got our own thing to do, but what we are going to do is the entry, okay? And one of the useful entries that is actually quite useful on the street is the knee up entry, okay? So a lot of the time what they do in Muay Thai, sorry, I'm a shoelace. A lot of the time what they do in Muay Thai is they enter with one knee raised. And the point of that entry is so that you can't get that hard right kick on that side, okay? So what they do is they enter like that and then they throw a hit. So they'll walk in and they'll enter and throw. So you can see this is his sphere of influence, range. He's going to kick me in. Rather than me just throwing my face in first and getting the kick to the leg or the head, in Muay Thai what I would do is I'd march in and I'd lift that leg up and then do something, okay? This leg up allows me to shield that kick before I hit, okay? So we're just going to do that nice and easy. We're going to enter with the left leg up, and then we're going to throw across immediately afterwards, okay? So this is where the guy can start punching me. This is where the guy is. We're just going to step in, hands up. I'm going to step in across that threshold. And as we put our foot down, we're going to do a cross, just across on its own. Okay? 5 with me, 5 without me. So, march in, step, hit. Okay. Number 1, marching in, step, hit. Number 2, marching in, hands high, step, hit. Number 3, marching in, hands high, step, hit. 4, marching in, step, hit. Final one, 5, marching in, step, hit. Okay, now 5 without me. Marching in, bring that knee up just before as you're coming forward and then throw your kick. Good. Your cross comes as you're landing, okay? So don't go in, stop, and then throw across. If you go in and as your foot is going down, you throw the punch, you put your full body weight into the punch, okay? Because I'm dropping my whole body weight into this hit. The same way as a lot of the time in Muay Thai, they will step as they do the kick to get their body weight into the kick, okay? So, 1, good, 2, 3, 4, 5, It's something new. Okay, so putting my knee up high. You see what I also tend to do, especially because in Muay Thai, because they kick so hard, they do a lot of conditioning to allow them to take it. Okay, so their shins are conditioned, their ribs are conditioned, they sit there and they punch each other and bash each other. It's something that you can do in a martial arts class, but you've got to bear in mind that that is something you need to be doing almost daily for it to be effective. Okay, so if I lined you guys up against the wall and started punching you in the ribs every, Monday and Wednesday, that wouldn't actually help in any way, because you'd have to then get your parents, your partners, your friends, whoever, to punch you in the ribs on the other days just to help you condition it, okay? And you'd have to be doing your sit-ups and dropping medicine balls in yourself and all the other crazy stuff that they do, which is effective. You do it a lot, okay? But you'll notice when I go in, I'm not here and then here with this hand not doing anything. This hand is blocking my head, but I bring my knee to the elbow, okay? So I'm not blocking my head and here and throwing it, because the kick will go through and hit me in the ribs, okay? So when I'm doing it, I'm going in and I'm putting that elbow and knee together, okay? So when I bring my knee up, it's to my elbow, and then I'm stepping and hitting, okay? That's how I think about it for the next one. The next one we're going to do a step in, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to do a step in, and rather than a cross, we're going to throw the right elbow, okay? So we're going to go in, marching in again, step in, and as we come down, we're going to throw that right elbow right to the front, okay? Step in, right elbow right to the front, okay? With this left hand, you've got two choices. You can step in and try and grab their head and put their head onto the elbow. This is very effective, okay? Or if when you step in and your hand comes towards them, they pull their head out, you pull your hand back across your face to protect yourself, okay? So you've got two choices. If they don't move the head, or they move their body out and their head comes closer because they think you're gonna need them, you grab their head, okay? You step in, you grab their head, and then you put it onto their knockout, yeah? If they do this and try and pull their head away, then you pull your hand back to your own face, okay? Because they're gonna hit you. That looks more like this. So I'm here, and I pull it across, okay? So I'm protecting my face as I do it, okay? So practice both, okay? Alternate. So 5 with me, 5 without me, okay? So 1, I'm in, I'm here, I grab, and I put that on. 2, I'm in, I try to grab, but I can't, I pull it back, and I elbow him, okay? 3, I'm marching in, I'm in, grab, elbow. 4, march, and I throw my elbow. When I throw my elbow, my right shoulder is far in front of my left shoulder as it can be, okay? You cannot throw this particular hit like this with your right shoulder at the back. 1, you're gonna hurt your lower spine because you're twisting too much. 2, there's no power, okay? So for number 5, I wanna see, when you throw it, whichever one you're doing, you bring your body all the way around, okay? So I'm here now. I start here, and I end here, okay? Number 5. Push. Good. Okay, so now we're gonna do similar thing. Oh, actually, no, I haven't seen you guys do it without me. Do 5 without me. I'm getting out of it. 1. Because it's so quiet, you're talking. Good. Nice. And remember, when you're coming in with this knee up, you're pretty safe. It's quite a safe thing to do. You know, you're coming in and you're here. Your head's up, you know, your head's here, tucked in, your hands in front of your face, and your knees up. There's not much they can hit you with. They're gonna have to try for the lead side. And as soon as they try and do that lead hook, you are gonna come inside of the arc of their hook and hit them. So it's a pretty safe way to enter, to be honest. It's actually reminiscent of what they do in the Defense Lab, which is here. Okay, they come in with the elbow. The only difference is rather than me coming in on the low line, so my knee touches their knee, and I do this, I'm coming in on a high line and doing that. Okay, that's the only difference. So, 2. Nice. The important thing with Muay Thai is confidence when you're doing it, okay? Everything you do with commitment and power, or else it doesn't work, okay? 3. 4. Nice. 5. Cool. So when I was doing a bit of Muay Thai with a coach, his name's Douglas McAdams. Very, very good Muay Thai coach, very technical. Not a massive believer in all the sort of smash your shins with wine bottles. He's very much more into the, well, why don't I stop them punching and kicking me in the first place kind of mode. This is very much something I'm, you know, I But one thing he did say to me is everything you do with Muay Thai, you do confidently and with power. You can't tentatively come forward in Muay Thai or you're going to get smashed. Okay, if you imagine Muay Thai as 2 people holding baseball bats, standing about 3 or 4 foot away from each other, ready to swing it, that's pretty much what you're looking at with Muay Thai. So in that situation, you're either so far away they can't hit you, or you're going to come in and smash them. If you kind of come in tentatively, like here, you're going to get absolutely destroyed, okay? So now we're going to do those 2 combos again, but we're going to move out at the end, okay? And then once we've done that, we're going to do something on the right side. So we're coming in on the right, okay? So we're swapping stance, okay? But first we're going to come out of those first 2 combos. Okay, so remember the first combo, we come in, we throw the cross, okay? Once we've thrown the cross, I want you guys to recognize is my foot position, okay? I'm not standing here, coming in straight, stepping into his sphere of influence and hitting him. I'm coming in and putting my foot outside of punching range, okay? Even though my head and body is still inside, my foot is here. Remember, this is his punching range, this is outside his punching range without turning, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm coming in, I'm stepping across, and I'm throwing it. Once I've thrown this, I don't really want to be in this stretched out position. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot off back onto this safe space, okay? Because for him to hit me now, he's now got to do that and turn, okay? As he's turning, then I get to do whatever the hell I'm going to do after that, okay? For that 1 second, I'm safe. So we're only going to do 5 of these, and we're going to do another 5 with the elbow, and then we're going to do the other side, okay? So come in, do it, rotate out, which means when you do it in the first place, you've got to remember that your foot goes to the outside, not in front of you, behind you, or anywhere else, okay? 1, you come in, guard, hit, and okay, I'm out. 2, come in, guard, step, hit, and I'm fine. Number 3, guard, step and hit, turn out, and I'm fine. 4, step and hit, and I'm fine. Okay? 5 all together. I'm in, I'm out, I'm hitting, and I'm gone. Okay? Right. Show me a couple of those before we move on, actually, just to make sure you guys have got it. So, 1. Good, nice this. 2. Yeah, that's it. Turn off. 3. The turn off has to be quick, guys. Out. Good. Nice. Swivel that whole body around at the same time. It's in the hips. When you're turning, so if I do it over here so you can see the whole thing, as I come here, when I do the pivot, what I don't want to try and do is step. because it's slow. What I do is I throw my body round. So I step here on the heel, on the ball of my foot, and I pop my whole body around. It's almost like I'm trying to do a back elbow and step at the same time, because I'm using my whole body and I'm moving my whole body at the same time. If I try and do it top first, I lean and then come out, it's slow. If I try and do it bottom first, I step and then I lean, it's slow. Okay? I've got to do it as a unit. Step, pop, and then I'm out. Okay? Now, I'm going to do the elbow, same thing. Okay? Exactly the same body mechanics. The only difference is you're closer to him, isn't it? Yeah? If I'm closer to him, and I will endeavor to come closer to my tiny little round opponent here, if I'm closer to him, a pivot is even more effective, yeah? Because if you can imagine, if I'm out here and I'm trying to pivot around him, and I do this, it's very easy for him to turn, because he literally just has to do, oh, there you are. But if I'm here, and I pivot around him, I'm almost behind him, okay? That's a big motion that he has to go through to get back to see me, okay? So the elbow would be my preference in this, unless the guy's really fast and he keeps on disappearing every time I hit him, okay? So I'm going to do the elbow. So this time, wherever you're imagining your opponent is, you're stepping right up to him. And when you're guarding with the knee, now you're imagining that you're actually putting the knee close to his groin before you actually throw the hit, okay? And that's going to, what's that going to do? It's going to make him do that and put his chin out for you to hit, okay? So, one, I'm going to come in, as if I'm kneeing him, I'm going to drop that across, and then I'm going to pop out. And look at this. I'm at a 90-degree angle. What a great place for me to be. Okay, what can you do from 90 degrees? Very little. Okay, and from here, you've got all the Tyson-esque stuff we were talking about before, where I can pop him up, and really like get to work with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 3. Come in, hit. Off to the side and re-engage if you have to, okay? 4, in, hit, pop off, re-engage. Last one's 5. Come in, hit him, pop off, re-engage. Okay, you guys do 5, and I'm gonna watch you. 1. Are you doing it yourself, or is it just your camera? 2. There you go, that wasn't hard. 2. You guys are learning to fight, I'm gonna learn to count. 3. 4. Good. Try and throw that elbow in closer to the knee mat. So at the moment you're in 1 step hit. Okay. You remember what you want to be is knee hit as you step and then pop off. Okay. So you want to be, as my foot is touching the floor, my elbow is hitting them. Last 2, 4. Good. Better. 5. Good stuff, guys. So guys, the reason we're doing it like this, okay, when you are trying to throw a combination at someone, you are much more likely to get hit than you are if you're throwing a straight, okay? So if I'm out here and I pop in and give him a straight and then go away, if his arm's longer, he's faster, he might get me back, okay? But most of the time, I'm here and then I'm gone, and it's like, yep, I can start again, pop, and I'm done. Even if I'm double jabbing, okay? Long, I'm out, okay? When you throw a combo, you are automatically doubling your risk of getting hit because you've got to stay in, okay? What we're doing with these is we're trying to mitigate the risk of being hit in between by doing it all as 2 movements, okay? So this movement is designed to make him go, ooh, and move his head back out of the way or move his groin away because he thinks what I'm trying to do is knee him in the groin. Okay, especially if I am doing it and kneeing him every so often. So if I'm here, kneeing him in the groin, here, kneeing him in the groin, of course he's going to do this when the knees start coming, okay? So when I do this, the point is for that second, one beat, he's gonna do that, okay? And move his bum away and his chin forward. Which means I've got that one beat, 1 second, to land the elbow. If I do it and I step, then his bum's gonna come back in, his head's gonna come back out, okay? Because he perceives a threat down low, so he moves his bum away. Then as I step forward, he perceives the threat up high, and he moves his head away, okay? So we need to do it so that here and that are as close together as possible, okay? Oh, we've got 10 minutes left. So for the last 10 minutes, what we're gonna do, we're going to, let me just move that off the screen. Oh, dear. So what we're gonna do, it is recording, hopefully. Sorry, the reason I keep hopping is I've actually got a pond in the middle of my garden. So what we're going to do there for the last few minutes is we're going to do one more combination, which is on the right-hand side, and then we're going to put the combination we did earlier, okay, 1, 2, 3, on the end of everything. Okay, so you've got a nice, long, safe entry, hit, move off, and then go back in, okay? So we're going to do it all. But first, we're going to do one more. We've got 10 minutes. So everything now has been off your front. Okay, so I'm moving bladed, I'm coming in, and I'm stepping off to my left. Okay, very good way to enter. But if you do that all the time, they're going to start guarding and immediately turning. They know that you're always going to come at the angle. Okay, you need to have stuff you can do on your right as well. So we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to do a sort of cross stroke overhand left after a knee from the right. Okay. So I'm going to step in, and I'm going to throw a right knee, and then I'm going to do an overhand left off the right knee, okay? Just occurred to me as I was doing it, it looks like that Nene song, but anyway. So I'm going to step in with a probing jab. I'm going to throw the knee at him like I normally would do. I'm just going to knee him. I'm going to try and knee him. And as I come down off the knee, I'm going to throw my overhand left, okay? My head's offline. My punch travels down the trajectory it would be going if I had stayed here, but I'm not standing there getting punched back in the face. He's going to throw his punch, I'll throw my punch, my head's over here, and he's getting it in the face, okay? One more, then we're going to do 5 of these. I come in with a jab, I knee him in the nuts, or the stomach, and then I step out and do this, okay? Right, so we're going to do it together. Come into it to jab, that gets his hands up. I step in and I knee him in the stomach. I come off to the side and I throw that left. Okay? 2. Jab, jab, knee, hit. Jab, jab, knee, hit. 3. Jab, jab, knee, hit. 4, jab, jab, knee, hit. Last one, long jab, long jab. I'm charging it with a knee, step out and smash him in the face. Okay, and now I'm in this position. Now what is this position good for? Uppercuts. Remember, how do we get into our uppercut position from the previous combo? We jab, down, and up. Where does this combo leave us? Here, down, and up. Yeah? So what we're going to do, well, we're going to get you guys to do 5. We're going to combine all this stuff together. Okay? So you guys quickly bang out 5 of those, and then I'm going to put them all together. So 1. Good. Remember, you are trying to knee them with this one, okay? This one's kind of a feint. This one is, I'm going to knee you in the stomach. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to punch you as well. Okay? 2. Nice, good one, Des. I like that. 3. Put your shoulder behind the left. 4. Last one, 5. So now we're going to go back and we're going to add the first bit to all of them, okay? I'm going to do it in reverse order because it's easier and you probably remember the last one more than you remember the first two, okay? So what we're going to do, remember the combination we're talking about is I jab high, I uppercut, I know, I'm sweeping next, it's my mistake. I jab high, I come through an uppercut, then I step off and hit, yeah? That was the combo. So what are we going to do with this? Well, jab, jab, I knee him, and I come off here. I'm already halfway through the combo, aren't I? Because the combo that you're going to add on to the end is I'm going to come here and then step. So I'm already at this part of the combination just by doing the previous bit. Okay, so I'm only going to add the second half of the combination onto the whole of this. So jab, jab, knee, here and hit, and then I'm going to go 1, I'm going to step off and get in with a hook. Okay? Jab, jab, knee. That's my first jab. I don't need to step again because my right foot's already in the front. Pop the head up and smash it off. Okay? And where do you finish? I finish on the 90-degree angle again. Okay? I'm on his side. Okay? That takes a little bit of sort of Tyson-esque switch at the end. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You pop your hips around. Okay? Okay. So we're all going to do it together. Get his hands high. Keep on poking him in the eye if you have to. Jabs, pokes in the eye, do the same thing outside of an MMA ring, okay? Poke him up in the eye, poke him up in the eye, get his hands high, steam in and knee him in the gut, okay? Step, hit him in the face. From here, head drops down, uppercut, step out and do a big hook, and then from here, I'm going to pop my hips round, and then I'm on his side to do whatever I want. Hit him, take him down, and body lock him and chuck him, whatever I want, okay? 2, get his hands high, knee him in the gut, step round. 1, 2, step, up across. 3, high hands, poke him in the eye, hit him on the top of the head, whatever you want to do. Steam in and knee him. Here, hit him, uppercut, hook, hop round. 3, high, knee, hit, uppercut, hook, hop round, grab him, body lock him, throw him on the ground. 4, high hands, knee, hit and step, uppercut, stepping hook, hop round, grab him, chuck him on the ground, knee him. 5, last one. Get your hands high. Get your hands high. Knee him. Hit him. Uppercut. Hook. Hop round. Grab his legs out from under him. Kick him on his head. Okay? 5 without me. 1. Good. Don't remember to remember not to forget the hook. Okay? So uppercut, step out and hook, and then pop round. Okay? 2. Knee him, hit him, uppercut. Good. That's the one. And from there around the back of his head, so you can smash him across the back of the head, go low, snatch his legs out and dump him on his head, body lock him, put him in, put him over, whatever you want. 4. Excellent. Nice. Good. Last one, 5. How long we got? Less than a minute. Oh. We're not going to get around to finishing this, guys, but I think we're going to have to call it there because we've got about 40 seconds left. But we'll pick this up on Sunday, okay? Any feedback? give me a shout, okay? Just text me in the WhatsApp group, and I will see you guys on Sunday. I'll have sorted this out by then, hopefully.
Awesome.
Nice one.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
care.
Thank you so much. See you, everyone.
Bye.